The Department of Human Services, DHS, in Oregon provides essential services and support to individuals and families in need. We work closely with DHS to ensure our clients receive the best possible care. Most of our clients are DHS clients, and understanding DHS rules and guidelines is crucial for delivering effective and compliant care. This section details important information and procedures related to working with DHS clients. We must follow the rules set by DHS. You will be given a list of tasks to do when you clock in, and those are the tasks you must complete. If the client asks you to do something that's not on that list and it seems out of the ordinary, such as scrubbing the porch, please contact the office. If you go 2 visits without doing any personal care, please call the office. We rarely drive DHS clients to doctor appointments. DHS clients typically use RideSource or ReadyRide to get to appointments. We may accompany them as long as the appointment falls within the care visit. When running an errand like grocery shopping, we are driving the client in our vehicle as long as they have mileage. Not all DHS clients have mileage. Before you go on errands, check the mileage log in the client's book. If you are still unsure how many miles the client has, contact the office. You will not be paid for mileage over what DHS allows. We love our clients' pets, but DHS prohibits us from doing pet care. No walking dogs, changing litter boxes, or feeding animals. Most of our DHS clients do not own a vehicle. For those clients, you will run errands using your own vehicle. Before running an errand using your own vehicle, please make sure your DHS client has available errand miles by checking their DHS mileage log. The DHS mileage logs are found under the Client Resources tab in your client's binder. If the DHS mileage log is not current or is missing, please call the office. If necessary, update your client's DHS mileage log for the next caregiver. DHS clients are allotted a certain amount of errand miles per pay period. Pay periods are 2 weeks long, and errand miles reset each pay period for your DHS client. If you go over a DHS client's allotted miles, you will not be paid for the miles you traveled within that care visit. It is very important to check the DHS mileage log before running an errand. When you are clocking out for your care visit using WellSky or using the telephony phone number, you will be asked how many miles you traveled. Please note the round-trip errand miles when documenting. Please don't forget to document on the DHS mileage log in your DHS client's binder. Some of our DHS clients may have their own vehicle. Counting DHS miles is not necessary for DHS clients with their own vehicle. If a DHS client has their own vehicle, you will be driving their vehicle to run errands with, or for, them. In this instance, you will not need to worry about keeping track of errand miles. You do not need to report the miles at the end of your care visit on WellSky. You do not need to fill out the DHS mileage log.
So for DHS miles, it's very important to keep accurate track of every mile you use. The reason for this is any miles gone over the allotted amount, we can't pay you for them. So we really want to stress to you guys to make sure that your DHS clients have miles before you ever go anywhere. The easiest way to do this is to call the office or text the office and just say, hey, I'm with Mr. John Doe today. We need to go to the grocery store. How many miles does he have? If we reply, he has no miles, you wouldn't be able to complete that errand, unfortunately. But if we reply back, oh, he's got 20 miles, then you know that you have a little leeway there and you can run your errand. We like to make sure that we keep track of the mileage log in the home. This is a secondary way of keeping track of the miles. We ask that when you clock out of WellSky, that's where you record your traveled miles. But if it's a client who likes to go lots of different places and for some reason they have a ton of miles to use, which is unusual usually for DHS, they don't have as many miles as we would like them to. They usually get just enough to cover their errands. So with that said, we want to make sure that we're keeping track of their miles in the home as well. We do that through the DHS mileage log. The DHS mileage log should be in their Aspire binder under the tab Client Resources. If this log is not in their binder or you're unable to locate the binder, go ahead and give us a call here at the office or call your care advocate and let them know. That way we can get a binder to the home, get some more mileage logs to the home. So to fill out a DHS mileage log, first you're going to put the date here. the reason that you went out. Usually it's to the grocery store, to the bank, an errand that they want to run. You're going to put the location, address preferably, and then you're going to put the grand total miles, so the round trip miles used. You're going to subtract that from the total, which in this case leaves you 22 miles left over. And you see here she put her initials, SRH. The same day we went to the bank, 123 Main Street, used 5 miles. So now he only has 16 miles left over. Initials AW. And then again here, 10:15, we went grocery shopping, went to Fred Meyer, used 3 miles. 16 minus 3 is 13. And then the initials were put. So once this is filled up, go ahead and contact your care advocate. Tell them that the mileage logs need to be picked up. These are for you guys to utilize in the home. Just reach out if you have any questions, okay?
A caregiver mileage log should be filled out anytime you are traveling over 30 miles in one day. Caregiver mileage logs can be found on Viventium, in the office, or in the binder under Caregiver Resources. There are 3 ways to turn in a CG mileage log. Bring it into the office or leave it in the black mailbox outside. Take a picture and text it to the office number. Take a picture and email it to Rochelle in billing at the provided email address. Please turn your CG mileage logs in every 2 weeks.
It's important to know and understand the 2 different types of mileage that you need to keep track of. The first type of mileage that you need to keep track of is travel miles. This is when the caregiver keeps track of their own personal miles that they drive to and from each visit. How they fill this out is first, they need to make sure their name is at the top and that their address is filled in correctly. To fill out for a visit, they need to put the date, who the client was that they saw. Today we saw main office at 825 East Main Street. To and from my care visit today at main office, I traveled 50 miles, so I put 50 miles. Then we'd have them subtract 30, and whatever is left over is what is paid. They need to fill these out and turn them in every 2 weeks. To turn them in, you add up the total miles, sign at the top, and then you can email it to billing@aspirecaregiving.com, or you can take a picture of it and send it to the office phone number, and we can get it to Rochelle. We can get it to the biller. To get an accurate total of the round trip miles, caregivers are encouraged to use GPS tracking, such as Google Maps